How do you make money as a DJ or dance music producer in 2024? How do you make this a career? Or how do you keep it sustainable whilst you grind out to become a career? In this video, I'm going to give you 21 ways to make money as a DJ and a producer. Let's do this. Being a DJ or producer in 2024, there are so many different revenue streams and different ways to make money and make careers for your music. There are so many different paths and combined paths, and you have to master key platforms, and that's all on top of making the music, but it's all worth it. On this channel, I have videos to help you understand how to market music, how to grow your social media, how to understand Spotify and grow your Spotify and get more streams, grow on SoundCloud, and everything else that comes after making the music and learning to DJ. So make sure you subscribe to the channel because there is so much content on here to help you as a DJ and a producer. Okay, number one, let's start super obvious, so apologies, and then I'll dig into the more inventive, let's say. I hope that's okay. I want to make sure I cover all the list from the base level up to the more advanced. So number one, gigs, club shows, festivals, playing on Ibiza, you name it. The biggest thing when you want to work out when you want to play a gig is who do you want to play for? I've asked so many DJs that question and they'll just say, I'll play for anyone. And I can guarantee they're playing for no one. So who do you want to play for? Who is putting the parties on? And are they in your network? Do you know them? Or how can you get to know them? Starting locally and build a local fan base and become a local hero. When it comes to DJ bookings, always ask for a DJ fee, even if it's small, and build that up. And if a gig is further away, consider all of your costs that you're going to have to make that gig possible. Hotels, travel, dinner, parking, all of these costs. And then you can quote a fee around the cost to make it, even if it's just making it possible so you don't lose money on the show. Number two, run your own events. This is an alternative, obviously, to number one, and those that can't get booked, put your own shows on. Do you have a group of friends you can get to start a party? Do you have DJ mates from different towns that have different groups of friends that you can all pull together as a collective and make one party? And can you find a small venue and start from them? You'd be amazingly surprised how difficult it is to get 25 to 50 to 100 people to a venue, to a party. And you have to convince them that that party is going to be the best night of their life. And when you've got no social media content, that's difficult. When it comes to that content, make sure you've got someone covering the night. Make sure you've got making content of the event and the shows and the people that attended that shows, because then you can use that to build on those shows for the next shows. Run it like a business. It is essentially. Have a profit and loss sheet, look at your costs, your incomes, your expenditures, and keep it running that way. And then you can keep track if you're making money. Number three, releases on labels. Another biggie. This can be also really big, depending on the size of the label, depending on the size of the audience, depending on the size of the release. Some big releases can have massive streams, massive sales, and can turn into careers straight away from a big release. But more likely, this is more of a long-term plan for you, and you have to build up to it in most cases. Big labels, like I said, have big reach, big sales, big streams. But if you are just starting out, don't expect to be on the big labels if you're not bringing anything to the table. Work on which labels are right for you, and work on which part of the ladder you're on when it comes to going up that ladder for the big releases. And then when you get a release, get as many streams, build as much audience off that release as humanly possible. Spend time marketing the release, building out the content for that release, and getting used to making content for your releases, because it will stand you in good stead when you're going forward to the next release and the next release. And if you didn't see my video on Spotify and why it's so important to grow your Spotify as DJs, to grow up the release ladder, then watch this video next. By doing all these things, you'll go up and up the ladder and you'll get onto the bigger labels. And if you also haven't checked out my free training on how to promote your next release, then I'll link to that in the description below. Well, check that out, because that's really here to help you cover the 3 key things to promoting your next release and really maximize that next release. Number 4, Bandcamp. The next couple of points are going to go down the kind of self-releasing route and look at different parts of the self-releasing route. With the self-releasing model, you're going to get 100% of the royalties, as opposed to releasing on a label where you're going to get smaller, but you're not going to have access to that audience. When it comes to releasing, you need to release original material on Bandcamp. I don't want to see any of those bootlegs being sold. I see you people doing it. It's not cool. You don't own the rights. And then when it comes to releasing them, build that audience on Bandcamp, share it to your other audience, work out the content strategy and promote those releases. The good thing with Bandcamp is each sale goes directly into your account. You need to make sure you promote those releases across social media and have your own strategy to market that music, which sometimes you'll get with a big release on a label, and sometimes you won't. And as I said, you don't get to tap into that audience the label comes with. You can also team self-releases with actual releases as well to build up your whole strategy for your whole year. And you can actually build off a good release on a label into a self-release, and it's going to help grow that audience and build more sales for your Bandcamp page. A Bandcamp following will grow over time, and again, it'll be one of those ones that grows and gets better and better over releases. but you do need to drive a lot of traffic from either your social media or your email database. Number 5, SoundCloud for artists. With a Bandcamp release, you might want to release it on all the streaming platforms as well, and using SoundCloud for artists is a great platform to distribute your music to all of the streaming platforms and also monetize your SoundCloud. SoundCloud have a system called fan-based royalties, which means every person that streams your music, you earn off that music on SoundCloud. And if you want to know more about SoundCloud for artists, then you should check out this video next, as I go in depth into SoundCloud for artists and how it's going to work for you. Number 6, NFTs and Web3. So you've got your downloads, you've got your streaming all locked in with the previous 2 points, and in your self-releasing catalog, you can have an NFT release. It's becoming easier and easier to upload your releases in NFTs, and if you go to sound.xyz, you can now upload just the WAV and the artwork and make an NFT download. Check out this interview I did with Acutech, who's been releasing NFTs for the last year, and he made a massive revenue off of NFTs last year using those platforms, and it definitely should be considered when you're releasing as a self-releasing. He's actually only releasing 10 to 15 downloads on that NFT and making so much money. Number 7, podcast or radio show. Starting a podcast interview series and an audio interview series can be really beneficial, and it can also be monetizable. You can bring sponsors in for your show, depending on your audience size, and it can be a long-term return. You'll definitely need to build your following up on the series. With podcasts, it's good to think about having it as a series. Think about the first 10 episodes as one series. Do all the interviews, make all the content, and then start putting the series out and promote it. And then while that one's going out, you can work on series 2 and series 3 and series 4. It's a lot of front loading when it comes to making a series, but then it's easier each week to week. With radio shows, we're recruiting new hosts for Data Transmission Radio for 2024, and it's great. You can build an audience on Data Transmission Radio, which then you can use that platform to get more gigs and get signed to the bigger labels. If you want all the information for this service, and it is a service, then I'll put the information and the links in the description. Number 8, live streaming on Twitch. This is a really, really good revenue stream for DJs. You do it from home, you only need 50 followers and 8 hours of streaming, and you can start earning money on Twitch. Once you've become an affiliate on Twitch, then you can start earning. You need to do some simple steps to get there. You can stream from home, you set up a regular stream each week, maybe once, twice a week, and it gets you DJing, it gets you making content, getting building an audience, and earning. Pretty great, right? And if you want to start doing that in 2024, you should watch this video next on how to get from 0 to 1,000 followers on Twitch and how to grow on the platform. Go check that out. Number 9, YouTube channel. Building on our previous point, starting a YouTube channel could be massively monetizable for you. It could either be you DJing, it could be DJ mixes, it could be educational or producer-led. It all depends where you are in your career. The monetization on YouTube takes a bit longer because you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. You could run third-party applications alongside your YouTube channel to monetize. For instance, on our demo feedback session, which happens every Monday and Wednesday on this channel, we have a subscription service and a membership service for our Shedheads. We have Super Shedheads and Shedheads, and each of those levels are £4 and £8 a month. And by becoming a Shedhead or a Super Shedhead, you firstly support the stream, and we use that money to improve those streams. But also, the big thing with that subscription is you jump your demo up the list and you guarantee yourself getting listened to. We use a platform called Buy Me a Coffee, and you literally sign up and then you get a different level in our Discord. Number 10, adding a Patreon to your YouTube channel. When you add a Patreon to your channel, it plugs directly into your channel and literally displays on your channel. It makes it really easy to add memberships like we have done with our Buy Me a Coffee, but directly within YouTube. Our friends over the channel Flavor Trip have done that superbly. They started their channel just over a year ago. They've grown to 226,000 followers. DJ mixes of them DJing around the world in different places. Their whole MO is that they DJ, they also cooking food and having nice drinks, and it's a flavor trip, and they're traveling around Europe playing in these mad spaces with mad backgrounds, and they've grown their channel to millions of streams and millions of views from it. Now their Patreon, they give away the recipes they're cooking, they give away the drinks, cocktails, and they give away some other stuff backstage as well, which you all gain, but they also support the channel, and it's a really good way to monetize. Number 11, sample packs. Those of you doing producer channels, can you make sample packs to give away to your audience? Can you sell those sample packs on the platforms like Loop Masters to earn extra revenue to help you create the channels and create the content? This leads on to number 12, teaching and education. You could educate the next generation with your skills. So maybe your YouTube channels around your DJ skills, and you've been excellent at DJing, you could offer a one-to-one service to how to improve their DJ skills. If you're doing production, you could do one-to-one again, production skills, and using that outlet as a teaching outlet. Number 13, have a members Discord service. If you want to take that teaching to a bigger level, then you could have a Discord server which is membership based only. Like my friends over at Kick and Bass, it's an excellent Discord service, and I'm their social media expert in that Discord. I speak in there every week. They have a 3-tiered system, and you get different things for different tiers, from extra lessons, from extra tuition, from different access to the server, and it's for them, it's a great revenue stream. Number 14, merchandise. The Flavor Trip team have actually just added merchandise to their YouTube channel, and they've used their channel to sell more merch. Some of the other big labels and small labels have merchandise. At Data Transmission, we have our own merchandise as well, and all the jumpers and t-shirts that I wear in my videos you can grab from our online store at datatransmission.co. dattransmission.store. Go and grab some new threads for 2024. Number 15, Submit Hub. For those of you who have Spotify playlists and are building a following that playlist, and actually started a playlist as a DJ and watched this video from a while back on why you should have a playlist as a DJ, then you can become a playlist on Submit Hub and earn from that. It's not earning from placements in the Spotify playlist because that's illegal. What you're doing is you'll earn from reviewing tracks for Submit Hub. People can submit tracks for you to listen to. You have to give them feedback within a certain time frame, and you earn off of those feedbacks. Then, if you like the tracks, you can include them into your playlist. You can earn quite a lot of nice little revenue from those, and also those revenues you could then actually put it into Facebook and Instagram ads to grow your Spotify playlist, to give you more people submitting, and it kind of circles around and around and around. It's not too time consuming, and it's nice little revenue. Number 16, create a theme page on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. My next batch of ideas is around the thing I've been doing for the last 16 years. I'm running data transmission. We've built audiences on YouTube, on SoundCloud, on Spotify, on Instagram, and TikTok from just uploading music and DJ performances we've enjoyed. And there are other pages, these theme pages like that, in different genres. If you search techno, for instance, Instagram, there's loads that come up. Loads have got massive audiences, and by building your own theme page, this is then monetizable. Anything with an audience, people want to pay to be involved in that audience or putting their content in front of that audience. There's definitely revenue for that. Number 17, a YouTube music channel. So adding on to that, what we just talked about is creating a YouTube channel where you upload other people's music and you build an audience, like we do with Data Transmission's channel. If you've not checked that out, go and check it out. We upload 2 premieres a day on our Data Transmission drum and bass, and new techno channels, supporting labels and supporting music and building out an audience on there. When they get bigger and bigger, essentially, again, you've got an audience and you can charge for that space on that audience. Like pages like Blank do, for instance. And again, you can do that on SoundCloud as well. We do it on SoundCloud. If you've not checked our SoundClouds out, I'll link all of them below. And there's tons of music we've been doing for a long time. Number 18, Substack. For my friends that are writers and like to write about dance music or dance music culture, music and DJs, then why don't you create a Substack? Essentially, it monetizes your writing. Substack is a membership-based system where people pay to get that email into their inbox and read the full piece of content. As a writer's point of view, this could actually give you access to free music, gigs, going to festival backstage tickets, anything with an audience, people will want you to cover it. Number 19, a blog. Data Transmission, for instance, is a blog, and you could turn that Substack into something bigger where you have columns and features and articles, and it could also be a home where you combine all these things, all your SoundCloud uploads, your YouTube uploads, your Spotify playlist, all in one place in your blog. Number 20, work in a record store. Okay, we started super obvious with this list, and now we're going to go old school and work in a record shop. There aren't that many around anymore, unfortunately, but some of the biggest artists in the world all started their careers working in record stores. You get access to all the latest music, you get access to the network, other DJs come in, you make your community, and you build your network from that working in those stores. Number 21, work in the music industry. There are so many jobs in the music industry that you can do on a day-to-time basis. And this could come from management, it could come from booking agents, it could be publicists, it could be creatives and editors and designers, to every other job that you can think of. They're all in the music industry. Lawyers, accountants, you can all work in the industry. And again, this is going to help you create an industry network. It's going to give you a daytime revenue, and then you can use your side hustles, your DJing, and that's going to help that and aid that along. Did you find this useful? And which revenue streams have you got going at the moment? Let me know in the chat. Give me the numbers 1 to 21 in the chat, which ones you're using already. Did I miss any? If I've missed one, put it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Do you want to be a successful DJ and producer in 2024? Then you need to watch this video next. Before you jump over here, like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're dropping videos every week and doing 2 demo streams every week. So it's going to be packed this year of content that you're going to need to improve and become a successful DJ in 2024. But watch this video next, and I'll see you over in this video. See you later. Bye-bye.